Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
Estúpido, ¿cómo tú vas a ser un embarrassment to the boxing community? Íncate. You punishment right now, okay? You ain't estúpido gordo, sloppy Joe, go to the gym, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, you already know this is Punch on Boxing, aka Mr. Moo Shot himself, aka La Doble, Sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Oña, ahí me mito. Ladies and gentlemen, what embarrassment, y'all. What embarrassment. Why you fall like that? How you embarrass the sport of boxing like that, Tyson, the gypsy drag queen Fury? How you Ladies and gentlemen, what a night. What a night. What an embarrassment. What a humiliation. Ladies and gentlemen, boxing is not going to come back from this. I always say, if y'all follow the channel since the beginning, I say I'm here to preserve the sport of boxing, to preserve the modern day warriors, modern day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for pure entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, if you hear any boxer say that Tyson Fury won, they're liars. Liars! They lying. Mentira. Que se laven la boca con jabón. Ladies and gentlemen, they're liars. They're acting like sore losers because they know this just don't hurt Tyson Fury. It hurts our sport. It hurts them. Ladies and gentlemen, how many times you heard in the sport of boxing that wherever the heavyweight goes, boxing goes? That wherever the heavyweight goes, boxing goes. Ladies and gentlemen, they was comparing Tyson Fury to the great Muhammad Ali. They was comparing Tyson Fury with the greats of all greats. The Joe Louis, the heavyweight that transcends any era and beats the top dog, the top heavyweight in any era. That he beats Mike Tyson, that he beats Larry Holmes, that he beats Lennox Lewis, that he beats Joe Frazier, that he beats Joe Louis, that he beats George Foreman. What's good? What's good? Kenneth with the super chat in the building. Dímelo, Kenneth. Hola, mi hermano Punch. Te siento, man. That was bad. That was bad. Bad. I don't think that people understand how bad it was. I don't think people really understand. Gracias, Kenneth. I don't think people understand how bad that was. Eso era malo. That was bad. Bad. I've seen when boxing gives a black eye. You know when we're talking about, that gives boxing a black eye. When we see a judge, a corrupted judge, rigged fight, right? Rolly Romero losing to the old man with Tony Weeks. Damn, that gave boxing a black eye. The performances of Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, the 8th division world champion, 5-time lineal, 12-time world champion, the ambassador, the center, the humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of the ball, the GOAT, Manny Pacquiao. The fight between Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao gave boxing the black eye because that's the fight that we've been waiting for 7 years. Been waiting for it. Everybody was invested. The emotions was invested. I'm sorry, I said invested by hardcore boxing fans, by the casuals, by everybody else. And then that display that they put in, it was no bueno, no good. It gave boxing the black eye. The heavyweight division being in a coma gave boxing a black eye. People felt that 2023 has been a great year in the sport of boxing. How does 2023 started out as being one of the greatest historically year in the sport of boxing and turned out to be the nail in the coffin? How does that happen in 1 year? How does that happen in 1 year? That the arguably greatest year in the sport of boxing turns out to be the nail in the coffin. Just like Showtime. Shout out to Showtime, but I was like, I remember in the beginning of the year, y'all been following the channel, smash the like button. What's good, Savage? Savage in the building. What's good, Savage? I've been saying since the beginning of the year. As a matter of fact, if you will follow the channel, I told y'all in the end of 2022, remember, if you were a member to the channel, I said, hey, yo, there's some new money coming. I said, if you're a member to the channel, I said that they're going to put great fights in 2023. And they did. David Benavidez, La Bandera Roja, the Mexican monster, the Ecuadorian monster, the Dominican monster, right? Versus Caleb Plant. Good fight. Now, Ino Uwe, the 4th Division World Champion, undisputed, and going to fight in the December 31st to become an undisputed in 2 different divisions. Just like Bud Crawford. Finally, we got Bud Crawford, Earl the True Spence. The fight that we all want to see. The primary fight in the sport of boxing. Earl Spence versus Bud Crawford. And Earl Spence didn't live to the expectations. Earl Spence, the truth, became Earl Spence, the lie. The big fish became tuna fish in Al 9. He didn't win 1 second of the fight. This is what we've been waiting for. Only 600K? 600K, that's supposed to be the primary fight in the sport of boxing. Even Showtime said that 600K. Y'all told me this was the primary fight in the sport of boxing. At least they should have done half of Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. It did 600K. We put in the plug. Showtime said, bye-bye, Al Heyman. No, get the hell out of my office, Al Heyman. Espinoza, get out. You're fired. Everybody, get the hell out. You got 2 more events to get the hell out. We out of here in the sport of boxing. You telling me that the primary fight in the sport of boxing is Earl Spence and Bud Crawford, and all you got for me is 600K, and Tommy Fury and KSI did 1.3 million? Robberies, bad scorecards, give boxing a black eye. We could name certain instances in certain events that give boxing a black eye. And then what we do in the boxing community, what we do most of the time, we sweep it under the rug and we move on to the next event, right? We sweep it under the rug and we move on to the next event. Guess what? But guess what, folks? You can't sweep this under the rug. You can't sweep this one under the rug. This is the heavyweight division. All the celebrity was out. Eminem, Kanye West, all the legends. As a matter of fact, this is how bad it was. Excuse me, I just finished eating. This is how bad it was. That the legends brought out Tyson Fury out from Lennox Lewis, the UK legend, from Evander Holyfield, the real deal Holyfield. Mike Tyson was on the other side. We're gonna be talking about that a little later. Mike Tyson was on the other side. He saw something that we should have seen a long time ago. Kenneth. Con los 2 pesos de super chari parique. Say, I think it's final, man. Latino boxing is the best. Barrea was there. Oscar de la Hoya was there. The legends. Sugar Ray Leonard. The legends was out there to walk out Tyson Fury. And not only did he embarrass himself, he embarrassed the legends. He embarrassed the heavyweight. He embarrassed boxing. To go toe to toe, getting outboxed. Yes, I say outboxed by a novice, a man that never had a boxing bout. Knock you down in the 3rd round. Outbox you. He was switching like Bud Crawford, ladies and gentlemen. He was going from orthodox to southpaw. He looked like Bud Crawford out there. Agile, sharp, good counter punching. My goodness. Shout out to Dewey Cooper. Shout out to Joe Pilot, Dewey Cooper. Shout out to Mike Tyson as well. Hey, Mike Tyson and Dewey Cooper should be the train of the year. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me one. He said, bro, give Ngannou a little more credit. He has natural fighter. No. He's a fighter. We all know that he's a fighter. But boxing is different. Different. Even Jake Paul does good against MMA fighters, bro. Even Jake Paul did better than I'm gonna say it right now. I don't give a damn what anybody else said. Jake Paul did better versus MMA fighters than Tyson Fury and Floyd Mayweather. Yeah. He won 10 rounds with Conor McGregor. I don't care what y'all say. Oh, yo, but punch. But the thing is, Floyd Mayweather carried Conor McGregor. He went 10 rounds with Conor McGregor. All right? He won 10 rounds. No, he ain't carry no Conor McGregor. That's a narrative. That is a narrative. He did not carry Conor McGregor. All right? Conor McGregor, he went out because of fatigue. He was tired already going down. Floyd Mayweather ain't carry no Logan Paul. You know what I'm saying? He ain't carry Berto. He ain't carry Pacquiao. He ain't carry nobody in the end of his career. He didn't carry no Conor McGregor. That's a lie. That's just to make Floyd Mayweather look good and stuff like that, but going 10 rounds with a guy that never laced him up in the professional level. What you gonna tell me now? That Tyson Fury, you know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury, he actually carried Francis Ngannou. Yeah, right. I had a 95-94. And there was a close round in which I gave Tyson Fury. And if you would have given it to Ngannou, that would have been a 96-93. People were telling me, oh, yo, but punch. Oh, yo, but Tyson Fury won. Yeah. The judges had it that way. No. One judge had it on Francis Ngannou. He had it just like me. It was not a majority decision. It was not a unanimous decision. It was a split decision. So another licensed judge had it the way that I had it. Roy Jones Jr. said, yep, Ngannou, yeah. Most of the people in the stadium feel like Ngannou won. But I'm listening and I'm reading some of the fighters right now in the sport of boxing. Some of the fighters in the sport of boxing, they don't want to give in. They don't want to tell you the truth. I believe that the boxers that's saying that Tyson Fury won are lying because you got to understand they're trying to save face. They're trying to not feel embarrassed. They're trying to protect the sport of boxing. But there's no protection for this. Ladies and gentlemen, I pride myself saying that I created the channel to, again, preserve the sport of boxing, to preserve the modern-day warriors, modern-day gladiators, the one that put their life on the line for my pure entertainment. But ladies and gentlemen, I won't lie. I ain't going to lie. I'm not going to create no narrative. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't talk about the UFC. As a matter of fact, I used to hate when people will come to when the UFC community want to debate with the boxing community and say, and we have this community. I don't pay attention to the UFC. I don't pay attention to the MMA. So even if I'm looking at Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou, I want to give Tyson Fury the benefit of the doubt because I'm a boxing head. I'm a boxing fan. I love boxing. I got a passion for boxing. Boxing is my life. Boxing is my heart. I will always give boxing the benefit of the doubt. But not to the point where I'm going to lie to myself. I ain't going to lie to myself. I know what I saw, and I know how to score bouts. And if anybody follow the channel when I'm going live, I'm not like other channels that be like, hey, yo, right hand. Hey, yo, left hand. Hey, yo, straight right. Hey, yo, left hook. That's a good round. No. I'll be like this. All right. We got woman in the left. Okay. Ngannou. Okay. With the right. He missed the right. He makes the right to the solar plex. Fell out with the left hook. Boom. Okay. That's one. All right. Here we go. Tyson Fury. A couple of jabs. Nothing to it there. Nothing. Tyson Fury. Here we go. Boom. Landed one jab. Here we go with a counter punch right there by Ngannou. Here we go. 2-1. We got 30 seconds left inside the first round. That's the way that I do it because I know the criteria. I don't lie to my audience. Some people want to, hey, yo, there's people out there that's forwarding me the copy box. Hey, copy box. Métete ese copy box por yin tuyo. I'm not like these other boxing content creators that just talk like, yo, good round. No, I am very detailed when I'm scoring bouts. Very detailed. And I use my fingers so everybody know where we at. I'm not a lazy scorer. I've been doing this since 13 years old. I watch boxing. Yo, you should watch boxing without the volume. I always watch boxing without the volume. Who you talking to? I always watch boxing without the volume. That's the way I've been watching fights practically almost my whole life. An old man told me, you don't know what really, you want to know who really won? Turn off the volume. I've been turning off the volume ever since. Tell me when anybody ever see me with the volume on over here. I can't. I'll get a strike anyway, but I don't watch it like that. Unless if I'm watching a playback, or unless somebody tells me, yo, Punch, did you hear what Timothy Bradley said? Did you hear what this person said? Did you hear the commentator of the zone and stuff like that? All right. Demon of the urge. I'm very detailed. You know what I hate? I hate debating with somebody that I watch the fight and I score the fight, and then a guy that watched the fight but didn't score the fight is telling me, no, I scored it. How'd you score it? I saw it in the club. How you scored in the club? So that means you had a pen and a paper and stuff like that, and you was drawing down everything. No, I watch and I score. I just don't watch to watch. I watch to score. I watch to score. Every single punches that's thrown, every single punches that's landed. Who was the ring general? Who landed the effective blows? Some people were telling me, yo, Punch, you got to see that the jabs was landing too. Jabs are secondary, power punches is primary. This is the pros. This is the pros. They don't count punches landed. So if I go like this to you, or the judge is going to be like, one, no. In the pros, it's clean, effective punches landing. Effective. No pity pat is going to count. Clean, effective punches. I'm going to say it again. Clean, effective punches. The number one criteria, there's 4 criteria in the sport of boxing. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to say it again. Clean, effective punches, number 1. Cesa, con los 2 pesos de plátano maduro, con totones. Gracias, Cesa. Love you too, man. Clean, effective punches. Ring generalship. Who controls the 3 minutes interval of each round? Who controls and dictates the pace and the style of the fight? Who controlled it? Who controlled the 3-minute intervals of each round? Which pace was it? Who controlled and dictated the pace and the style of the fight? Who switched to southpaw and then it forced Tyson Fury to switch to southpaw? Who switched back, forced Tyson Fury? Who was dictating? Ngannou was dictating. Effective aggression. Remember, there's a lot of people that likes to argue and debate, be like, hey, yo, not Punch, but this fighter was the aggressor. Effective aggression. You could be aggressive all you want. You could be aggressive like your baby mama when she want to beat you up because she found out you cheated on her, and she like, oh, yeah. And she's all aggressive up on you and stuff like that. And she trying to beat you up, but she can't even get a scratch in. She can't give you a black eye or nothing. She's just aggressive. You cheated on me with that ugly ass fat bitch and shit like that. She's coming at you. She's all aggressive, but she ain't effective. And you just holding her like this. Mira, mujer, cálmate, hey, cálmate, mujer, chill out, what happened? Effective aggression. You can be aggressive all you want. That's like when you with your girl and you like this. Oh yeah, baby, yeah, I'm going. Wow, ooh, and you think you're going in and you're going aggressive and stuff like that. You sweat like a bullet, and she still haven't come. That means you're not effective. Your aggression is not effective. You could be with your honey. You think you're doing it good, and yeah, baby, and you doing the baby boy. You do the head and shoulders and stuff like that. You did it. Turn around, baby, and you be like, Diablo, mami, todavía te lo venido. Nah, not yet. That means you're going aggressive, but it's not effective. You ain't making it come yet. You ain't making it come. And then she dries up. That means you're not effective. Sorry, folks. I know it's a Sunday, it's a Christian show. Defense. The 4 criteria, ladies and gentlemen. Defense. Who looked? Let me see. Can you show me a picture of Tyson Fury's face and Ngannou's face? Huh? Low Nose Boxing in the building said, Ponce de Ronqui, la boca sucia de boxeo. Este tigre que no hizo nada, Tyson Fury, maldito gordo, gordiflón. ¿Ah? Danny Candy, John Candy, de Home Alone 1. Mira, vete para el gym ahora mismito, coño. That you embarrass Sugar Hill and all your trainers. Estúpido. Shadow Ghost. Shadow Ghost in the building. Con los dos pesos de plátano. Good looking out, man. Appreciate you. Everybody subscribe to my brother Shadow Ghost. Embarrassing, just embarrassing, he said. Embarrassing, just embarrassing. Kevin Effect in the building, one of the members of Punch on Boxing, said, hey, yo, laughing my ass off. That analogy was crazy. It is true, though. It's true. Look, we got a lady in the building right here, right? Excuse me. Bernice. I don't want to call I don't want to call it. I don't want to call it. We're going to ask the lady's opinion about that, right? I was going to ask the lady opinion about that. You could be all aggressive, but it's still not effective. Huh? You could be all aggressive, but it's still not effective. Said Samir in the building. Said boxers should be calling Tyson on the phone and letting him know how much of an a-hole he is and irresponsible on his representation of them. Man, facts. Facts. You know what I hate? When fighters say, I didn't train well. And people are trying to justify the performance of Tyson Fury by saying, well, he just didn't train well. How you know he didn't train well? What's funny? What's more funny, Samir and everybody in the chat, what's more funny when they be like, now what it is was that Tyson Fury was not in shape. When the hell does Tyson Fury ever look in shape? Ladies and gentlemen, they're trying to justify that Tyson Fury wasn't in shape. When the hell was Tyson Fury ever in shape? Can y'all show me a picture? Please. Y'all can not even in his baby picture. This man been out of shape all his life. He's been a sloppy mother effer with technique. Let's be real, let's be honest. People trying to trust, and that's what I'm saying. Hey, yo, these boxers, these boxing analysts, they don't want to keep it real because they themselves are people that also debate with UFC. Remember, the boxing community shamed UFC for the fighters not getting paid the way they should and blah, blah, blah. Us fighters, us boxers get paid more than you. Come to our world. Come to our world. But let's be real. Let's be honest. How many people go to their world? Floyd Mayweather go to their world. Go, Floyd Mayweather. Go fight Conor McGregor in the UFC. A ver lo que te pasa a ti. Huh? Go, Tyson Fury. Go to Ngannou. He already came to your world. Go to their world. Break your legs in half. You probably won't even walk again. Huh? Go fight John Jones. Vete, pelea, vete. James Toney did. I mean, some did. Holmes did. You know what I'm saying? Amanda Serrano did. Mm-hmm. Clarissa Shields did. She ain't undefeated, over. Mm-hmm. Holly Holmes. I say Larry Holmes. Some did. Did they fight the Elito? Fury y fuera de aquí. Sloppy Joe, vete de aquí. Yeah. Embarrassment. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not only a black eye to the sport of boxing, it broke the orbital bone in the sport of boxing. This right here was the worst. Yes. For the people that are going to be like, yo, Punch, but you exaggerate. No, I'm not. The exaggeration was Tyson Fury. Not me. Don't get mad at me. I don't want nobody to get mad at me in my analysis. That's no. Blame Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is the Gypsy King. Tyson Fury says that all these heavyweights, he dissed all these heavyweights, right? He be dissing Usyk and Wilder and AJ. All these guys don't fight, don't know how to fight, don't know how to box. I beat them all, blah, 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 blah. Here comes a guy that never boxed before in a professional level. And he dropped you 6'9", 270 pounds. He dropped you. And then he outboxed you because he was the better boxer. This shit, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give the credit. I just don't want to give credit to Francis Ngannou because he's a fighter and he had a puncher's chance. Nope. He boxed better than Tyson Fury. It wasn't even a puncher's chance. He boxed better than Tyson Fury. He had the better technique in that ring yesterday. He had the more power in that ring. He had the better chin in that ring. He had the better game plan in that win. He had everything better. The only thing that Tyson Fury probably did better than Ngannou was the jab, and it was not effective. It was not the type of jab. It was no Lennox Lewis jab versus Mike Tyson that neutralized him and dictated the offense. No. Ale, con los 2 pesos. Me dijo, punch. This is embarrassing for boxing, period. Facts. This not with no puncher's chance. This is not that Tyson Fury was not in shape. Tyson Fury was in shape. Don't let these people lie to you, folks. He looked at the same way he fought Wilder. He looked at the same way he fought Chisora. He looked at the same way he fought Wilder 2 and Wilder 3. It's the same way he looked versus Otto Wallin. It's the same way he looked like Schwartz. It's the same way he looked. Ain't nothing changed. He was in shape. He was in Tyson Fury shape. Sloppy with technique. Don't got a muscle in his body, a bully that is 6'9" and just trying to overpower people because of his size. Pause. But guess what? He couldn't overpower the Black Panther of Africa. He could not outpower Black Terminator. He could not outpower the king, the African Bombarda king. Even the people in Africa, how dare you rob us? The things that we have done for you. How dare you rob us? This robbery. He beat that gypsy drag queen up and down the ring in the 4 corners of that circle. I said circle in that square. How dare they rob us? I know the people in Africa, they mad. They mad. Rapstar Boxing Night is the voice of the UK, London, bruv. What's good, Rapstar? How do they going to rob us? How dare they going to rob us? Francis Ngannou beat Tyson Fury in any way. In any way. He is the king of the jungle. He is Black Panther. He is Black Terminator. Wakanda forever. He is the new leader of the Avengers now that Tony Stark and the Iron Man have died. Shit, even the people in Saudi Arabia was mad at Tyson Fury. You're lucky, my friend. You are very lucky, Tyson Fury, that we already signed a deal for Alexander Usyk and yourself for December 23. You are fucking lucky. You don't deserve this. Mauricio Surman, he don't deserve this, but you have done for them. You're an embarrassment. No, look at me. No, I'll give you money. I'll give you all money. I bet the knockout. I lost shells. I lost everything, my friend. How dare you perform in that manner? Every time we bring somebody from America or from whatever the UK to come to our country, to Saudi Arabia, oh, you did not train. The same excuse that Andy Ruiz gave in Anthony Joshua Part 2. You didn't train. What the fuck are you calling yourself a professional if you didn't train? Low nose. He said today's heavyweight era is hot garbage. And yo, my brother Low Nose, he always talked about that. He'd be like, yo, Punch. To be honest, I don't watch the heavyweight division and stuff like that. They whack. You have kept it consistent, Low Nose boxing. You're absolutely right. And you know what? I really don't talk about the heavyweight division. Hey, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Low Nose Boxing, those are my worst numbers on YouTube anyway. When I talk about Anthony Joshua, shit don't even go to a K. Tyson Fury, nobody care about when I talk about Tyson Fury. The heavyweight division is not what it is. We all know that, but we're boxing, so we're trying to give the benefit of the doubt and don't want to preserve our sport. Thunder Production. Con los 5 pesos. Super Chatty Patty Kane said Francis Ngannou is the new unofficial lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He is my lineal champion. I'm gonna keep it real. It's like I said in the beginning, folks. Smash the like button, smash the like. What we at? How many likes we got today? 31 likes. We got how many people looking on right now? Hold on. We got 60 people looking on, 31 likes. That means half of the people like what we're talking about, half of the people just looking on. Come on, how dare you go to somebody's house, not knock on the door, not ring on the bell? We got 32 people. I mean, we got 62 people looking on. We got 32 likes. What's going on around here, man? It's easy to participate. It's easy to participate, guys. Y'all all got a smartphone, right? I know none of y'all got a Nokia. I know none of y'all don't got no Nokia right now. Y'all got a Nokia? Y'all still got BlackBerry or something like that? That is hard to find the like button and the thumbs up, and y'all can't even smash the thumbs up. That's what y'all trying to say. Oh, my fault. Everybody got the Nokia phone. You got the everybody got a boost. Everybody got Boost Mobile look like. I get it. I understand. I understand. Y'all have it moving on up like Jefferson. Y'all have it moved up like George Jefferson. Moving on up. 99 people have voted. Who won in your opinion? 23% Tyson Fury, 77% Vert Ngannou. Shout out to Francis Ngannou. Shout out Thunder's production. I appreciate my brother. Guess who's going back and forth? Once again, me and Lennox Lewis is going back and forth. He disagrees with my assessment, and I disagree with his assessment. Yet, technically, I even wrote this to him. Technically, we're both not wrong. Technically, we're both not wrong because it's a split decision. So there's judge that see Tyson Fury winning, but then there's a judge that see Ngannou winning. So we're not necessarily wrong in our assessment. There is a licensed judge that saw the way that I saw it, and there's two other judges that saw the way that he saw it. So in a split decision, we could both be right. It just tallied up to a Tyson Fury victory. But nobody could say like, oh, but hey, is what the judges say. All right, it's three judges. One judge had it the way I had it, 95, 94. So I'm being logical with my assessment. It could be disagreed. It was maybe close. Corradiqui con los 10 pesos de Super Chari Chari Parique a comprar comida china por Rice and Chicken Wing. Here's my 10 cents of support. Good look at that Karate Kid, man. Appreciate that. Let me show you the interaction with me and Lennox Lewis. Hold on, let me see if I can find it right quick. Let me see if he replied again. Now he hasn't replied again, but let me put that right here. There you go. Okay. I'm gonna put it right here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second so y'all could see our interaction. Okay. Okay. Let me see what I replied. Then I replied this. Okay. All right. Let me upload me and Lennox Lewis conversation going back and forth. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Boom, boom. Boom, hold on. Boom. Boom. Boom, right there. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me just load this one up, y'all. Let me load up this conversation that me and Lennox Lewis had pertaining. He got his points and it's logical. You know what I'm saying? We can't, he is a professional. He of course he got more credibility than I, but that doesn't mean he's a licensed judge as well. That doesn't because you're a fighter, you're a licensed judge. But give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, so this is me and Lennox Lewis. So the first one of the down, he said, I thought Fury won the fight, but then again, I'm also the contingency that you have to take it to the got to take have to take the title from the champ. Aside from the knockdown, Ngannou just looked to counter all night. Call me old school, but that's just enough in my book unless you stop him. Okay. I replied to Lennox Lewis. I said, you have to take it from the champ is not how you score bouts, champ. It's other ways. Diablo, man, I even edited it so bad that it doesn't show the whole thing. Give me a second. All right. I said, look, I said, yo, you take it to the champ. You have to take it from the champ. It's not how you score bouts, champ. That's another way of saying get a political win. Fury only jab, yet a jab that was not effective, nor did it dictate anything, nor did it neutralize like your jab. Ngannou dictated the pace and landed power shots. Lennox Lewis replied to me. He said, okay, but to my point, if Fury jabs and Francis Ngannou counter after every few jabs, one counter punch for every few jabs doesn't get you the round. Then I said, I get it, champ, but those jabs need to be effective as well. Remember, you know better than I. Judges count clean, effective punches in the pros. He wasn't landing effective jabs like yours versus Mike Tyson example. Technically, since it was a split, we both have logical assessment. So this is me and Lennox Lewis going back and forth. Shout out to Lennox Lewis, one of the greatest that ever lived. And I was trying to say, because I understand Lennox Lewis when he was talking about the jab, because of course, yeah, if y'all know Lennox Lewis, after Larry Holmes, you could say that Lennox Lewis had the best jab in the heavyweight since Larry Holmes. Can we all agree on that? Or maybe somebody else got something to say. I believe that Lennox Lewis had the best jab after Larry Holmes, right? In my opinion. So I understand how important Lennox Lewis see the jab. But your jab, Lennox Lewis, is way different from the Tyson Fury jab of yesterday. We never see Lennox Lewis flick his jab. We don't. His jab is stiff. It dictates the pace. It neutralizes his opponent. That's how good Lennox Lewis' jab is. So what I was trying to emphasize with Lennox Lewis the Great is that the jabs that Tyson Fury landed, which was not overwhelming, it was underwhelming. It did not neutralize the offense, or it did not back up, or it didn't affect, nor did it hurt Francis Ngannou. So if Tyson Fury lands 3 jabs and Ngannou lands a power punch, depending on that jab, this is why it's judges. They judge the effective of that punch. So that's what I was trying to emphasize, because there's a difference between you score amateurs and the difference between you score the pros. In the amateurs, since the amateurs was used to fighting with the headgear and stuff like that, the effective of these blows and the way they score these bouts is kind of different. In the amateurs, you could score pity pats. Pity pats. If it lands, it lands. How they score bouts. Doesn't matter how much effective it was. If it lands, boom, point, and that's the way it is. In the pros, power is emphasized. Power is emphasized. So that's why it's clean, effective punches, and that's why they do score the power punches. If you score 5 jabs and I hit you with 2 or 3 power punches, those are more effective than the 5 jabs that you actually landed, depending on what type of jab. Remember, there's different type of jabs in the sport of boxing. I get what Vincent said, I get what Lennox is saying, but Francis did knock down the champ and took rounds. I think Lennox saying Fury won to try to save face for the sport of boxing. And this, Lennox, exactly, Vincent. That's what I was trying to say throughout this live. Lennox is saying Fury won to try to save face of the sport of boxing. And that was my intro, Vincent. I said that if you hear any boxer say that Tyson Fury won, what they're doing is protecting boxing. They cannot honestly say, because even if you take it from the champion, right? Because Lennox Lewis says, well, a lot of people have been saying, but in all actuality, even though that people has implemented that in their psyche when they're trying to assess boxing or a boxing bite, a boxing bout or the outcome of a boxing fight, they trying to say, well, this guy never took it from a champion. In all actuality, technically wise, see, because you can't have a technical point of view or a technical argument and then say and then give me a myth point of view. These are the myths in the sport of boxing. You got to take it from the champion to win. That's not the way you score bouts. Ladies and gentlemen, when the title is on the line, both fighters in the ring, when the bell rings, both are challengers. No longer is Tyson Fury the champion, and no longer Ngannou is not a champion. Once that belt is on the line, there is no champion. That's why when the champion wins, it says he retains his title, because once it's on the line, everybody's a challenger. Leonardo Rodriguez, Leonardo con los 10 pesos de Super Chari Chari Parique, Leonardo, ahí pa'l malecón. Fury struggling with Francis is just a sign of his wars with Wilder catching up to him. He did go through wars, man. He got dropped with hella shots, paused, you know what I'm saying, in two of the 3 fights. We can't be mad at him. We can't be mad at a man for aging. Plus, Francis was way better than people expected. Maybe Fury's prime ended. In the end of the day, you are a professional. You're getting paid millions. And look. I understand that we like to say, well, this guy didn't train that much, right? Or we got to give him an excuse. We can't. The difference between us and them, or even the amateurs, these guys are professionals. These guys, how would you like it if I invest I invest money in you, and I give you my 100% in investing in you, and you don't give me my 100% back? How would you like it if I'm paying you to do something, and then you a landscaper or a technician or whatever, and you do a horrible job, and you tell me, you know what this is? The thing is, I just felt a little sicky today, and but you should have told me. You should have never came to work anyway. Tell me when you should have come. You should have come to work when you got days off. Don't come to work and then do a bullshit job. You getting paid millions. Saudi Arabia, you know how much money they spend for you not to take it serious, and I'm paying you millions? All you got to do is train, bro. All these you a professional fighter. You don't got no. All you have to do is train. Take those 6 weeks. You're going to get paid millions. That's all you got to do. Fighters don't even got to train the whole year round. All you have to do is when you sign a contract, is train 8 weeks. Is that too much to ask? You're going to get paid over $70 million for damn 10 weeks to work out and show up. And not only that, when you're saying that you're not in shape, and I'm not saying that Tyson Fury actually said that he's not in shape. I'm saying the people that's giving him the excuses to try to justify his performance is you throw your team under the bus. When you say you're not in shape, well, guess what? You throw your strength and conditioning coach under the bus, because remember, their job is that they get you prepared. That's how they get other jobs. Sugar Hill, you know, when a boxer does great, we say that this trainer is trainer of the year. How we feel about Sugar Hill now? That means that Sugar Hill, how was his job? How he did his job? How he did his job? Isn't when somebody does bad, we be like, hey, yo, he got to fire the trainer. These trainer gets their jobs through the performances of the fighter. So when people say that that Tyson Fury didn't come in shape, Tyson Fury didn't train that well, then what the hell his trainer was doing? What the Sugar Hill was doing? What his strength and conditioning coach was doing? If Tyson Fury is still out of shape, what the hell? What he's putting in? What he's putting in his belly? Where's his nutritionist? This guy's a professional athlete. That sloppy ish got, you know what got caught up to Tyson Fury? His unprofessionalism got caught on to Tyson Fury. His unprofessionalism caught on to Tyson Fury. I don't want to read no books. I don't want to hear about your mental illness. I don't want to hear none of that ish. You all you capitalizing off all of that. I know what I see. Unprofessionalism. Francis Ngannou was all professional. Francis Ngannou as well. How old is Francis Ngannou? Like 37 years old. He could easily could have showed up like, what's that guy that Jake Paul beat from the MMA that he basically laid down for Jake Paul? What's his name? He came for a check. Ngannou could have done the same thing. Ngannou could have done the same thing, and guess what? He ain't took it for granted. He ain't took his opportunity for granted. Leonardo Rodriguez con los 5 pesos. Super chatty party K say, yo, Punch, we all know warriors don't know when to call it quits. Not all acknowledge that you're slowing down, just like Oscar tried to hold on to his glory. Look at Tyrone Woodley getting knocked out by Jake Paul. Shit. Man. Embarrassing. I understand that. Fighters slow down. You know, they do take a beating in sparring sometime, of course. Sometimes I've watched sparring from high level, world-class fighters way more difficult than the fight that we all see on TV. Hold on, give me 1 second. Silva was 50 years old. Askren, yeah, that guy Askren. He came for the check. You know that. Ngannou ain't came for no check. Ngannou came with some morals, a character and principle. He fought and he respected his team's time and effort. He respected Cooper's time. He respected the baddest man on the planet, Mike Tyson's time. He respected his team because he just didn't represent himself, but he also represented the people around him. He represented his country. Ladies and gentlemen, boxing needs, this is what boxing actually do need. Boxing needs a heavyweight. I'm gonna tell you the truth, that people are not gonna say it because they're gonna be like, well, skills pay the bills. Skill pay the bills. In the heavyweight division, let's be real, let's be honest. We watch the heavyweight for knockouts. We watch the little guys for the overall skills. There is some skills to the knockouts, like Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali and things of that nature. But what I'm saying is that's the heavyweight division. The heavyweight was the most prestige and ultimate prize in boxing. Not only in boxing, of the world. The heavyweight champion of the world was the champion of the world. The superhero, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, Jack Johnson, Frazier, champion of the world. Tyson Fury beating Klitschko was not convincing because, to be honest, it was a lackluster performance. It was boring. It was so boring that when Tyson Fury left boxing, when he came back, he didn't come like it was Mike Tyson after Peter when he fought Peter McNeely. It was not pay-per-view must watch. Oh my God, Tyson Fury is back. The heavyweight champion, lineage, undisputed champion of the world is back. It was none of that. You know why? Because he ain't left an impression. Everybody already went with the Anthony Joshua. You know why? Because he looked like a specimen. Matter of fact, Anthony Joshua got the best resume. He looked like a specimen. He looked like a superhero. He looked like a heavyweight champion. He looked, and he was fighting like he was a dedicated man. And in America, you had Deontay Wilder knocking people out, looking like a freak of nature. Then you got Tyson Fury, had good skills, probably the best skills, right? But look how he look. He don't look convincing. Man, even in the WBE, when he went to the WWE, he fought with a shirt on because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I don't care what anybody say. To me, in the heavyweight division, to me as a fan, because you have to be apart and look apart. Tyson Fury don't look apart. We need a heavyweight champion. Boxing needs a heavyweight champion like Francis Ngannou. Thank you, UFC. Thank you, UFC, for being cheap with him and giving him to us, because boxing desperately needs Francis Ngannou, a guy that looks apart, a guy that is the people's champion, the guy that is humble. He is the Rocky Balboa story. What you saw last night was Rocky Balboa versus Apollo Creed Part 1. The only thing that was missing was Adrian. The only thing that was missing yesterday was the African Queen, Adrian. Ngannou should have been like, where's Adrian? Where's Adrian? I don't want no interview. Adrian, my black, beautiful, beautiful African queen. They robbed me. Paulie, let her in. Paulie, let her in. Leonardo Rodriguez con los dos pesos de Super Chari Chari Marique said Wilder versus Ngannou, power versus power will be crazy. Yes, I like that fight. But to be honest, I want Francis Ngannou to get I want him to get $100 million deal. His team going to have to do what they need to do to seal that deal for him. Nah, and he deserves a multi-fight deal, $100 million on the table. Because it don't matter if you mix and match any heavyweight together. Everybody gonna know that Francis Ngannou is the real moral lineal champion. Francis Ngannou is the moral lineal champion. And you know what's funny though? That people agree. When I say that he's the moral lineal champion, he is my champion. He is my champion, the African queen, the African Bambata, the African queen, the Black Panther, the Black Terminator. Yes, he is the moral lineal champion. I don't care if Tyson Fury fights Alexander Usyk. I don't care who the winner is. You have to be Francis Ngannou. I don't care if Anthony Joshua fight Deontay Wilder. You have to fight Francis Ngannou. I don't care if Andy Ruiz fight with Nathan Hotdog. He have to fight the African warrior, the gladiator. I don't care. You have to look apart and be apart. You have to look and be apart. Yes. Yes. I don't want no sloppy Joe. I don't care. Yo, but Tyson Fury got the best kills. I don't care. You have to look apart and be apart. You have to look a superhero. You have to look like a Avenger superhero to convince the people that this is the heavyweight division. The heavyweight champion of the world was a guy that you feel he could beat everybody up. Right? You remember Mike Tyson? You remember when you was young and we used to ask the question, yo, would you get punched by Mike Tyson for $1 million? And you should think about it. $1 million get punched by Mike Tyson. Diablo, man. I don't even know if I want. I don't even know if I'm gonna live. I don't even know I'm gonna live to see $1 million if I get punched with Mike Tyson. You know why? Because Mike Tyson was an aura. It was a specimen of an athlete. You thought that Mike Tyson could physically beat every man alive. That's what a heavyweight champion is. I'm sorry, I'm spoiled. I come from an era. I come from that era. Mike Tyson was a guy that you believed that could beat any man in the world in a fair fight. That's a heavyweight champion of the world. Where the kings and queens invited the heavyweight champion of the world to the kingdom. The only time that they didn't invite Mike Tyson into the White House, but everywhere else they invited him. Five rounds apiece, but Francis won by 1 point due to the knockdown. Jack Chan, I had a 95-94, so that's the logical one. I had a 95-94. I did have it 5 rounds apiece. They have it 5 rounds apiece. This mentality is why boxing has been dying in the first, because of the look, the part BS. People like this are just the loudest in the room. Okay, Daniel Hardman. It have a problem with me because I say you have to look apart and be apart. This is the mentality is why boxing has been dying in the first. So it's my reason. So Daniel is mine. And people that think like me is the reason why boxing is dying? Or is it because what you saw last night, sir? You don't want to hold Tyson Fury accountable? You don't want to look. You don't want to hold Tyson Fury accountable for looking like a sloppy, like a sloppy guy that never picked up a damn weight. Tyson Fury looked like a guy that shortcuts his way to victory. That's what he looked like. That's what he looked like. Tyson Fury looks like a guy that leaves it in the gym. Tyson Fury understands that he is 6'9" and weighs more than everybody else. That doesn't mean that you're the best because you're the biggest guy in the room and you weight more and all you got to do is impose your will and smother punches. That's not great to me. You know, if you're a person of boxing or athlete, you know when a man is working hard. You know it. You will see it. You will see it. That's why people want to hold other people accountable for wanting the best for boxing or wanting the best for a fighter. I'm not faking you. Fury is faking you. He's taking your money, Daniel. As a matter of fact, you know who's the loudest in the room? Tyson Fury's dad is the loudest in the room. And Fury himself. Yes, they humiliated boxing. They humiliated the legends that walked them out. They humiliated. They the one. They the one is the reason. That performance is the reason why boxing is dying. It's not the way that we think. It's that performance right there. Looking sloppy like that. Getting paid millions. Can't look like a specimen. Can't look apart. Yeah, be apart, but look apart too. How can you buy into that? Think about it. If you go to a gym and here comes a sloppy guy and tells you, let me be your trainer. And maybe he has a certificate for him to be your trainer. But you look at him and he all sloppy and stuff like that. Yeah, you could be good. Have you everybody met somebody in the gym like that? They got a certificate to be a trainer. Maybe one of the best trainers. He's all fat and also glutz and stuff like that. Do this and do that. And then no. I understand that you're good, but como tú te ves, you're not even motivating. When you're talking to me, I can't even listen to you because you're telling me what to do, but como no, vete de aquí. Even Mike Tyson at 58 years old is in better shape than than Tyson Fury. Look, so Ngannou looks at Mike Tyson and he's teaching him, damn, look at him at his age. My God, he's the guy that you'd be like, damn, I wish I looked like that at 57, 58 years old. Yeah, that's Mike Tyson. Damn, look how Mike Tyson look now. Imagine when he was looking when he was 23 years old. Man, he know what he's talking about. That's why Ngannou did his thing. Because he appreciated the teaching of Mike Tyson. You don't even know. He said, you don't even know what take is on Tyson Fury in the first place. I'm not the biggest Fury fan in the world, but you got other fighters like Usyk, Zhang, who don't get that attention others get. We give him the attention. Zhang has done wonderful. Usyk has done wonderful in the heavyweight division, being from the cruiserweight and starting his career in the middleweight division, in the super middleweight division. Nobody has ever humiliated boxing the way that Tyson Fury did. And the reason that nobody's gonna say it like that is because the boxing knows how bad this is. The community of boxing know how bad this is and how bad this look like. Because this right here, if Tyson Fury was the best heavyweight that we can offer, if Tyson Fury was the best heavyweight that boxing can offer, and he lost, in my opinion, to Francis Ngannou, that also transitioned to everybody else in the heavyweight division. Because many people believe that Tyson Fury was better than everybody in the heavyweight division of this era. They were so hell-bent in promoting Tyson Fury. Even Pugilist the Game was saying that Tyson Fury is a heavyweight that transitioned into any era of heavyweights and beats the best of every era. And you look like that versus a novice, and you took it serious, and you was throwing hella punches. Let's not forget how he even got dropped. Tyson Fury threw a 1-2, his traditional 1-2. And then he threw a traditional almost half a left hook to follow up with the right hand and got countered. This was not a puncher's chance. This was scientifically. He was in the gym and studied this. Timing, technique. Francis Ngannou boxed better than the best heavyweight boxer we can offer. And it sends a message to everybody else, those who are in the sport of boxing, those who are casual of the sport of boxing, and those who abandon boxing. You have justified the reason boxing fans have abandoned the heavyweight division and boxing itself, because of the clown shit that Tyson Fury showcased yesterday. Pretty woman coming down the street, esa pajeria, huh? Pretty woman coming down the street, really? That's the music you come out to. Low Nose Boxing in the building said, Colador Pass with a $2 super chat said, yo, throw 160 in the heavyweight division in the trash. The two of the most historically most lucrative and best division in the sport of boxing is the worst. The heavyweight division and the middleweight division is a ghost town. You're absolutely right, Low Nose Boxing. Mouse in the building. Mouse with the $14. Dijo. Jake Paul reps boxing better than Fury. Sad. Man. You are correct, bro. You are absolutely correct. He said Jake Paul reps boxing better than Fury. Jake Paul and Logan Paul more disciplined. Jake Paul beats up MMA fighters better than Tyson Fury and Floyd Mayweather, because I believe they're going 10 rounds with Conor McGregor. For me, I know that I said it again. I know that a lot of people want to be like, yo, Mayweather carried Conor McGregor. No, he didn't. Good looking out, Miles. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. Apex Magic in the building, de lo mío. Que lo que, my friend? He said, let's give Mike Tyson some credit. Train of the year. Welcome, Francis. Looking forward to the next bout. You know what, man? I'm so happy, man. I am happy. I'm like upset but happy, because I feel like we got something good. Like maybe I'm contradicting myself right now, right? I'm saying that boxing is dying, boxing will never be the same. But we got Francis Ngannou. Matter of fact, man, I could do it right now live. I could correct myself. Yeah, no. Boxing is not dying. Boxing is not dying. You know what boxing is doing? It's cleaning up. Now I understand the comment that Bernard Hopkins made. It's not that boxing is dying. It's that boxing is cleansing itself. It's true. Right now, it just hit me right now. It just hit me right now. I'm started saying that boxing is dead. Boxing, the sport of boxing is dead. No, that's it. No. Boxing is cleansing itself. And sometimes you got to move a couple steps back to move triple steps forward, right? Or how they say, move a step back to move 2 steps forward. Because in all actuality, Deontay Wilder, 40 years old. He just turned 40 years old, Deontay Wilder. All these guys are really old. Well, how many more years you have? And I know Francis Ngannou was not that young, but he's a guy that looks like he's eager to learn, and he's a fresh boxer. He's fresh. You can see it in his time, and you can see it in his dedication. You can see it. Ngannou comes to save the sport of boxing in the heavyweight division. I don't think that people look at Anthony Joshua the same when he was coming up. And I don't think that people see Deontay Wilder the same. And I don't think that people are highly convinced of Alexander Usyk. And I think that people are highly disappointed at Tyson Fury. And we all know that Andy Ruiz just wants a payday. Ngannou is everything boxing need. He's determined, ready to learn, already beat the lineal champion, in my opinion. He got a right team. He's cleansing boxing. Good looking out, Epic. Hey! Once again, Epic C Magic on the episode says sport is evolving. Credit Paul Brothers. Yep. Ryan Garcia, to name a few. Serrano is part of it. Good looking out. Hey, Amanda Serrano did something incredible. A trailblazer in the game. I told y'all. And look, there's people that want to be like, hey, yo, stop saying that. Stop saying that Amanda Serrano is the GOAT. She is the GOAT. I don't give a damn. She is the GOAT. She is the greatest woman of all time. Amanda Serrano was the most decorated champion in women boxing history. And not only in women boxing, she's one of the most decorated champions in boxing history. The 7th Division World Champion, undisputed, and then got the WBC. And look, I'm gonna tell you what, but Turbiev and Bivol needs to learn from Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano said, F the WBC. Y'all don't gotta sanction my bout. Y'all don't have to be a part of this movement. Y'all don't have to be a part of me evolutionizing the women boxing. 12 rounds, 3 minutes. You don't want to be a part of it, the WBC and the Mauricio Sudamar? You don't got to be a part of it. Watch it from the sidelines. Now, this is what the men, Beterbiev and Bivol, needs to learn from the queen of boxing, Amanda Serrano. This is what they need to learn. People are saying, well, the light heavyweight undisputed between Bivol and Beterbiev is not going to take place, and they haven't fought. Bivol hasn't fought Beterbiev because the WBC is in the way, and the WBC don't want to sanction the bout. I don't care. All right, the WBC, you don't want to be a part of this? Get out the way. I don't care. But us boxing fans, we know who is who. We know morally that Beterbiev versus Bivol is the undisputed light heavyweight match. If I was Beterbiev, get the hell out of here. You actually disrespected me, Mauricio Sudamar. You don't want to sanction this bout because I'm Russian? I have nothing to do with that. Matter of fact, get the hell out of here. Boom. Matter of fact, I don't even got to pay no sanctioning fees. Bivol and Beterbiev need to learn from Amanda Serrano. If the WBC don't want to be a part of something historic and don't want to be a part of the best fight and the best, then the WBC is not in it with the show. So let the WBA and the IBF and the WBO sanction that bout. The best still got to fight the best. So I don't want Bivol or Beterbiev or their fans to give them a pass for not fighting. Because I'm seeing this in this community. Bivol and Beterbiev is getting a pass. There ain't nobody shaming them. But they'll shame Tank, they'll shame Haney, they'll shame Teofimo Lopez, they'll shame Shakur Stevenson, they'll shame Deontay Wilder, they'll shame Canelo Alvarez, but Turvey of Bivol, they're getting a pass. No, if the WBC don't want to be in it, all right, get out the way. Let's fight. The best fighting the best. That's no excuse. So they got to learn from Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano didn't stop and say, oh, okay, the WBC don't want to be in. So, all right, girls, let's keep on fighting 10 rounds in 2 minutes because the WBC don't want to be a part of it. Good looking out, Epic C. Appreciate you, brother. Hope the family and yourself's doing good. How's business, my brother? How is business? MAW in the building was good, man. Michael Dem said, I still have Fury beating Usyk because of style and size. Usyk doesn't have the power to keep Fury honest. Francis did. The thing is this, to be honest, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if Fury beats Usyk. The man to beat is Francis Ngannou. We all saw what we saw. It is what it is. That said, it's tainted. It don't matter. That's why I said in the beginning, my brother, it don't matter. It don't matter you mix and match it without Francis Ngannou. It don't matter. Fury beats Usyk, doesn't matter. If Fury beats Usyk, we're gonna look at Francis Ngannou as the undisputed. That's how I'm gonna look at it. I already look at him as the lineal king, as the lineal champion. That's how I look at him. And maybe not lineal, because one fight can make you all of that, right? And not in boxing. But to be honest, he's the one to beat. He is the one to beat. Tyson Fury is now a paper champion. He's a paper champion. Who's a paper champion? Tyson Fury. The pros knew Francis wasn't getting no decision. They tried so hard to politically correct. And there, thank you, Jason. I've been seeing it. Jason, I'm seeing it, bro. This is exactly how I feel. He said the pros knew Francis was getting no decision. They tried so hard to be politically correct in their interviews. You know why? You know why? Because Tyson Fury is cool with a lot of these fighters. He's so cool. You could see Tyson Fury. He's always giving credit to all these fighters, and they're cool. So they don't want to really embarrass Tyson Fury, right? But in all actuality, they're protecting boxing. They know this is embarrassing, but it's not only embarrassing to Tyson Fury, it embarrasses them. It embarrasses their sport. So they're only protecting the sport. They are so embarrassed by Tyson Fury. They're embarrassed. They just don't want to tell it to Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury was so gracious when he's around these legends. They don't want to keep it real with Tyson Fury. Even Mike Tyson, when they asked Mike Tyson, you know who won. Was it a robbery? No. But what's the outcome? He don't want to say it because he has a lot of respect for Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury loves Mike Tyson. So they're compromised. They're compromised. You know how hard, Jason, you know how hard it is for me to even give in to an MMA or UFC fighter? It's not easy for me, but it's easy to keep it real. I was hurt, bro. Hey, yesterday I was hurt like when Roy Jones Jr. got knocked out by Antonio Tarver. I was hurt like when Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. was my favorite fighters. Pretty Boy Floyd, back in the days, I used to call him my three amigos, the three amigos. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., Pretty Boy Floyd. Then I was a fan, of course, of Oscar De La Hoya, especially when he beat Julio Cesar Chavez in the promo leading up to it. Right? But Manny Pacquiao, Andre Ward, Keith Thurman, Teofimo, Canelo, Andre, Jackie Hernández, la reina de boxeo, con los 5 pesos. Jackie. Ngannou got a new fan. Tyson still. Nah, he ain't no king. You can't be king. Now, you want to say he's still a champion? Tyson Fury is not a king. Tyson Fury is not a champion. What Tyson Fury is right now is a belt holder. That's what Tyson Fury is. A belt holder. He's not a champion, and he's not a king. He's not a champion. He's not a king. And ladies and gentlemen, ain't really nobody talking about this Usyk and Tyson Fury. People are just talking about what happened last night. Ngannou is going to be the face. One thing, his humbleness and his story is relatable to many stories around the world. His humbleness, his story, he is apart, he looks apart. Let me say it again. His story, the humbleness, because look, even Tyson Fury has struggles, but he's not humble. There's some fighters that got their struggles, right? Floyd Mayweather had his struggle coming up. Let's not forget his mother was on drugs. Let's not forget his father was in jail, and then a white family had to take care of him for a while, and then he had to move, and then he's with his uncles and stuff like that. Was moving around from city to city. Let's not forget that that Floyd Mayweather, but is not humble. His humbleness doesn't transition to everybody else. Is the reason why Manny Pacquiao is so loved around the world, because everybody understands his struggle. Many people struggle more than just living off well. So they relate. You relate to stories. Boxing was always the sport of the underdog. That's why I always say that boxing translates to life itself. Sometimes you see a boxing bout and you see your life. Sometimes you can see a 12-round bout and you see your life. The adjustments that you need to be made, just like in life itself. Sometimes the fighter need to take a knee to go into the and you know what I'm saying, lose that round to go back to the next round and do better. Sometimes a fighter is doing so good and then he gets dropped. Sometimes we get dropped in life. And we got to pick ourselves right back up. It's the reason why people love the Rocky movie. Because Rocky was an underdog. And most of us in life are underdogs. You know? People relate to Francis Ngannou. People respect Francis Ngannou. He's humble and he carry himself real well. And you know, when you see Francis Ngannou, he's not cheating. He's not cheating himself. He's not cheating himself, and he's not cheating the public. He could have been just like anybody else and collect that massive paycheck at his age and say, hey, that's all I was waiting for because I didn't get it from the UFC. That's not what he did. He fought for something bigger than himself. And that's why the combat world, not only the boxing world, but the UFC, the MMA world, the combat world is proud of Francis Ngannou. And I'm proud that as a boxing fan, he showed that. He showed in the UFC, but he showed it in a massive way versus the guy that's supposed to be the best heavyweight of this era that transitioned to any era in the sport of boxing. Francis Ngannou is needed in the sport of boxing. He is a part, he looks a part, and he got the underground story that captivates the imagination, the emotions of the combat world's fans. He is what we need. He is the perfect image to be the face of combat sport, the perfect image to lead the way. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, I didn't know too much about Francis Ngannou. Again, I'm not an MMA fan. Not that I'm not. It doesn't mean that I don't like MMA. I don't follow the sport that much. I don't know everybody. You know, I'm like a casual. I'm a casual of MMA, UFC, Bellator. I'm a casual. Like I could be in a bar and I could watch it and then that's cool and stuff like that. I don't understand the ground and pound game. Pause. The only ground and pound game that I respect is when me, yo con la mujer. Ya tú sabes, mi gente, we the ladies. You know, that's the only ground and pound game that I like. I'm the master in the ground and pound game with the ladies. But what I'm saying is, I became a fan. He be like, Jackie's like, I like the ground and pound. You know what I'm saying? That's my style. You know? UFC dropped the bag with. Hey, but you know what? Hey, you know what? Super Funk, we picked it up. Boxing picked it up. And if we're saying that boxing is dying, and I was saying it, but now I had to retract myself. I had to be no, wait. Boxing is not dying. We got Francis. The heavyweight is not dying. We got Francis. It bores the hell out of me, so I don't watch it. Only the hotties I watch. I understand. Coming in 0-0. Pause. What's gonna be the next for Ngannou? Because I know what's gonna be the next for Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Come on, even Alexander Usyk was disgusted. Do you know how much? Yo, it took a lot. And yo, the steam of Usyk and Tyson Fury, the stock has dropped. It's two guys coming with controversies. The momentum ain't even good. I don't sense the momentum. Do y'all sense the momentum? Like when y'all saw Earl Spence and Bud Crawford, you sense the momentum. Like, oh, it's about damn time. It's about damn time. When Canelo Alvarez and Triple G, let's go. It's about damn time. When I saw Fury and Usyk, I didn't feel it. I didn't feel that momentum. I don't even feel like it's that big. Pause. I don't even feel like it is what it's supposed to be. It's something that we've been waiting for 20 plus years, the undisputed heavyweight championship bout. And I'm like, is it going to happen December 23? Maybe. Oh, well, if it don't happen, February, March, whatever Tyson Fury is saying is not going to happen this year, or Alexander Usyk saying it better happen at December 23, that means y'all playing around. I don't give a damn about them. To be honest, I got to be real. Because it don't matter. I'm going to see it like a good bout, but for me, the winner is not the man. Yeah, I would like to see that fight. Ngannou versus AJ Punch. What you think? I like that fight. I like that fight. Because they look apart and they are apart. I like that fight. It's two warriors that look like damn fucking warriors. That look like gladiators. That look like you're supposed to look. And you know what? AJ has the best heavyweight resume. And win, lose, or draw. Because heavyweights, they all lost. They all lost. AJ and Ngannou, they would do over 100,000 in the stadium. 100,000 would show up in the stadium plus. And one thing I do like about AJ, he wants to learn, man. He wants to learn. He wants to get better. He's humble in his losses. He's humble in his losses. He's humble in his wins. He don't get too high. He don't get too low. Yeah, not only that time when he threw the belt, but I seen the frustration because he tried. He went back to the drawing board and he actually did better. Alexander Usyk was just a bad stylistic matchup for him. But AJ and Francis Ngannou, I like it. I like it. I hope that AJ finds his killer instinct because AJ could fight like Francis Ngannou with a killer instinct. When AJ stays in the pocket, when AJ commits to his punches and really sit down on his punches, then don't worry what's coming back, right? But I'm gonna say it like this. You know what Ngannou showed us yesterday as well? His chin. A massive chin. A massive chin. My man got hit with an elbow, bro. And right there when he got hit with an elbow, it actually looked intentional from Tyson Fury. Rapstar Boxing Knowledge said that was the best pro debut in boxing history. Facts. Facts. That was the best pro debut in boxing history. And when we say history, people forget. I think people just, boxing is the most documented sport in the history of all sports. You could watch a 1950 fight. Boxing is the most documented sports, especially here in America. We know every fight. Every fight is documented. We almost know everything, right? This is a 100+ year sport. It's been the number one sport in the world for decades, almost a century. It has been the number one sport. That was the best debut, bro. Francis Ngannou. I'm gonna change my attitude. The sport of boxing is alive and well with Francis Ngannou. Woo! Francis brushed that elbow off like nothing. Damn, I was drinking. Punch, I'm thinking Francis might have a problem now. He might not be able to secure a fight because who now wants to take that risk of fighting and losing to him? Now they'll take that fight. If I was anybody right now, if I was AJ, damn. If I was AJ, Wilder, anybody, I would take that fight right now. I would take that fight right now before Francis Ngannou gets more comfortable as a boxer. I would take that fight now. If I was Wilder, I'll take that fight right now. Jackie said, "You okay?" Damn. But I don't want him to take no easy fights, though, because it's gonna defeat the purpose. Hold on. He should get a drink, motherfucker. Jackie say, "You okay, but damn." Yeah, hey, the thing is, I just finished eating too. You know what they say? You know what grandmama said? Don't be eating with your mouth open and shit like that. Don't you be talking when you're eating, but I just finished eating. Got so much passion, so much energy. Let me see if Lennox Lewis replied to me. See if Lennox Lewis replied to your boy. Excuse me. Sorry for being nasty, but let me see. Actually, people did like what I did right back. 108 people actually like my reply towards Lennox Lewis. So people understand what I was trying to say to Lennox Lewis. Look, people was trying to understand. 108 people did like what I had to say to Lennox Lewis, though. In the end of the day, he has a logical opinion. You know what I'm saying? If anybody else didn't see it, he has a logical opinion. You know what I'm saying? Again, this was my interaction with Lennox Lewis like 2 hours ago. He said, "I thought Fury won the fight, but then again, I'm also in the contingency that you have to take it from the title. You have to take the title from the champ. Aside from the knockdown, Ngannou just looked to counter all night. Call me old school, but that's just not enough in my book unless you stop him." Well, I said, "You have to take it from the champ is not how you score bouts, champ. That's another way of saying that you go on a political win. Fury only jabbed, and the jab that was not effective, nor did it dictate anything, nor did it neutralize like your jab. Francis Ngannou dictated the pace and landed more power shots." Lennox Lewis replied, "Okay, but to my point, if Fury jabs and Ngannou counter after every few jabs, one counter punch for every few jabs doesn't get you the round. I said, I get it, champ, but those jabs need to be effective as well. Remember, you know better than I. Judges count clean, effective punches in the pros. He wasn't landing effective jabs like yours versus Tyson. Example, technically, since it was a split, we both have a logical assessment. So I can't diss anybody that may think that Tyson Fury won by one round. Because I did have a 95-94. I just don't see how he really won. I don't see that. It's not like he overwhelmed him with jabs. It was not Devin Haney versus George Kambosos one when jab was everything. You know what I'm saying? The jabs just neutralized him, just did everything, was effective and neutralized him, and it neutralizes often and put him on handcuffs. Nah, that wasn't that type of jab. The only thing Tyson Fury did was jab. But remember, it's 4 criterias. Ngannou did everything else. He said, pull up the punch counts. I don't have the punch, and I don't follow those punch. If you want to see the punch counts, I did a live Texas 16 South. I did a live yesterday, and I counted all the punches. I counted all the punches live, round by round. If you follow me when I do it live, don't nobody scores and count the punches like me when I do live. If y'all want to go by copy box, that's one guy's opinion that does his numbers out there. It's one guy. But I do it, so I don't depend on copy box numbers. I depend on my numbers when I do it live. So no, I'm not gonna put nobody else's counterpunch, nobody else's stats when I already did the stat. If I didn't do the stats, then I will go with the stats. These jabs was cupcakes. Overstood, you do that. Yeah, man. Those jabs was cupcakes to big ass Inoue. I'm not saying Inoue. For Ngannou. Yeah, it got to be effective. I think people forget the word effective. Clean, effective punches landing. Effective aggression is just not aggression. It's effective aggression if you're being effective. Ring generalship. You know what I'm saying? Ring generalship. Give me 1 second. Foreman had a play size fist. You saw the guy that was caressing my Tyson fist. Francis will probably face no. I don't want Francis Ngannou to face nobody but Wilder at this age, because think about it: if Francis Ngannou faces a top 15, and then that top 15 gives him a hard fight. If he fights Ottawa Lean, let's say if he fights Ottawa Lean, who's respected, and Ottawa Lean gives him a split decision, then it defeats the purpose. It defeats the purpose. If I was his team, I won't fight nobody but Wilder, AJ, Usyk, or maybe Andy Ruiz. Those are the only options. Give me a 3-fight deal, 2-fight deal. Those are the only options. My next fight will be versus AJ or Deontay Wilder. If I can't get Wilder, I'll get AJ. Because if anybody beats him, it should be an elite heavyweight of today. If you bring somebody else, Filip Hrgović, maybe Zhang, it just kills the purpose. He's already in his high. And he's 37 too. I wouldn't do it. Wilder, AJ, Usyk, or Andy Ruiz, because at least Andy Ruiz was a heavyweight champion. That's the only fights I'll get. My contract will be over 100 mil. That's it. Francis controlled the pace, her fury. And matter of fact, he could be like Spinks. Have a record of like 7-0 or something like that. Francis controlled the pace, hurt Fury a few times, and took away all Fury's weapons. And that, you're absolutely right, Sports Heaven. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That's why I said the only thing that he did was jab, but it wasn't even effective. It ain't neutralized anything. It did not dictate the pace. It did not dictate the offense of Tyson Fury. The jab didn't dictate nothing for Tyson Fury. The only thing he did was jab because that's the only thing he probably could do. And it wasn't effective. Mike P said, I always been pro boxing. I expected Fury to smoke Francis Ngannou. And it didn't happen. It embarrassed Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury embarrassed the legends that came out for him. He embarrassed boxing, man. He made boxing look weak. Like it never, like, yo, I'm telling you, there's a lot of fans that has abandoned boxing. A lot of diehard boxing fans that just don't watch boxing anymore. And then, and you know what was worse about it? It was that Tyson Fury got beaten, in my opinion. And then I felt also that it just felt like a robbery. It felt rigged. It felt corrupted because right after the fight, you had Alexander Usyk, and I think it wasn't the time. Then you have Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury, the face off with the Saudis because that fight was already signed. And then it looked rigged. It looked rigged. You couldn't do it with Tyson Fury because you couldn't do it with Tyson Fury and after losing to Ngannou, you couldn't bring Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury to face off. You understand what I'm saying? But that's boxing. It just gave it broke the orbital bone of boxing, man. It's not even a black eye. It broke the orbital bone of boxing. I still love boxing, so much history. I love boxing, man. That's why I'm so that's why I'm so passionately disgusted with what I saw last night. But giving credit to Francis Ngannou, and if he's going to stay in the sport of boxing, I mean, then boxing has a bright future, short future. Because I do believe, like I said again, I'm gonna keep on saying that he looks apart. He is apart. He got a beautiful story. He got a humbling story that translate and that also captivate the imagination and the emotions of the boxing fans. And that's what we need in the sport of boxing. That's what we needed. Philip said closest to Fury winning was a draw. Facts. I agree 100%, Philip. They're looking out, Philip, one of the members of Punch On Boxing. If you want to become a member of Punch On Boxing, you already know where to go, man. The link is right there on the comments. If you want to become a member to support the channel, support the grind, support the movement. You know how many MMA fans are coming to boxing now thanks to Francis is a big win. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I gotta catch myself. I gotta retract my thoughts and my opinion, right? I'm thinking that the sport of boxing, I said it yesterday and I said it earlier today, but the sport of boxing is dead. The sport of boxing is dead. But no, then I gotta I mean, now if Francis would have pulled the I'm coming to boxing and then I'm going back to the UFC, it's just the one and done, and he just came out here to expose the sport of boxing and then leave us, that's one thing. But Francis Ngannou is not going back. He's going to stay here. Why would he go back? I think why would he go back? If Conor McGregor would have been in Floyd Mayweather, he never would have gone back to the UFC. He would have stood here. And even if Conor McGregor won a boxing bout, and if he won another boxing bout, a lot of people will come out for Conor McGregor. Yo, Tyson Fury, and I'm gonna tell you like this: Tyson Fury knows that he lost, because if Tyson Fury didn't lose, he would be singing karaoke. High fly, Miss American Pie. And I remember he always take the microphone after his victory. Oh yeah, he ain't sing nothing. He ain't sing nothing. You know why? Because he knows he lost. He knows he lost. He knows he was embarrassed. He knows he embarrassed the sport. He knows he embarrassed the legend. He calls himself an historian. He knows he embarrassed himself, his team, the sport, the division. He embarrasses his undisputed bout, because they ain't undisputed to me. He ain't seen no damn song, no Aerosmith, no karaoke night. He ain't speak no karaoke. They put a plug on that ish. He ain't seen no Pretty Woman. Pretty Woman coming down. Sigue cantando eso, maldito palomazo. Sigue cantando eso. Francis Ngannou should stay in boxing and try to break George Foreman's record of becoming the oldest heavyweight champion of the world. I mean, if you stay dedicated and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Beyond the ring with Nonito and Raquel in the building. Shout out to the legend, the 4th Division World Champion. Damn, hold on. Man, I have a lot of fights to watch when I get back. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, Nonito. Nonito, you have a lot. Hey, yo, Nonito, just for the boxing community, how do you feel? If you ain't watched the fight, but I just the outcome of what you heard. Shout out to the legend. What do you feel about Francis Ngannou knocking down Tyson Fury, winning a split decision? I gave a 95-94. I thought that Francis Ngannou won. What do you feel even about the outcome? If you ain't watched the fight, but what does it do for boxing? Do you feel like it's an embarrassment to the heavyweight division? Do you feel like it's an embarrassment to the boxing? Or do you feel like he only embarrassed himself? Or it's not really that serious? Or we putting too much emphasis into it? What do you think? A guy that never boxed in a professional level fighting Tyson Fury, that's regarded the best heavyweight, that's regarded the best heavyweight in the world, that's regarded the best heavyweight, that also transitioned in every heavyweight era, and people say that he could have beaten every heavyweight as well, lose to a novice, a man that never boxed professionally, versus the elites of all elites, get dropped in the 3rd round. Matter of fact, he gets outboxed. He looked like the better boxer. He looked like the superior boxer. He landed more power shots. What do you feel? Nonito, the Filipino Flash Donati. If he was your opinion. Because now I'm here, I'm seeing the boxers saying, you know what I'm saying? Roy Jones Jr. This is what Roy Jones Jr. said yesterday. You got to catch these guys now before they change their mind. Hold on. Tonight, my initial thoughts was I did feel like I thought Ngannou might have got that decision. His initial thoughts, Roy Jones Jr., his initial thoughts says he feels like Ngannou got the decision. Ngannou won 3 rounds plus a knockdown. He gave away too many rounds by not letting his hands go. The only round he did that was the 9th round. Mike Lucas, the only round he did that was the 9th round, in which I called it when I did it live, and I said that Francis Ngannou took a round off. That was only the 9th round. He said, got me ready to slap my slap on MMA stand for all the goofy shit I gotta hear from them. Hey, we gotta take that, man. We gotta take it. We can't be sore losers. And it looks like the boxing community, some of the people now is coming out, you know what I'm saying, after the people want to be like, hey, yo, I saw the fight again. I saw the fight again to see what was happening. No, you know why? If people are gonna watch the fight again, we also got to go with the initial reaction, because when people go back to the drawing boards, they want to see what Tyson Fury actually did or didn't do. They're gonna give it to, because you're watching it and you're gonna see it from one lens. What did he really didn't do? And you're gonna dial into Tyson Fury, and then people are gonna be like, well, Tyson Fury actually did this and actually did that. Domingo Bonilla con los 2 pesos de Super Chari Chari Parique con los 2 pesos de Totone. Dijo, did you see Foster last night? Got the TKO. Yeah. I saw the highlight. I try to look back. I'm actually gonna watch the whole fight. I seen like the second half of the fight, but to be honest, I can't give you my full assessment of it because I didn't see from round 1 to the end. I saw like from 8th round and stuff like that. And I was watching it, but was doing something else at the same time. You know, so I'm gonna watch it again and make my full assessment of the fight. I know a lot of people have been talking about it. I seen the scorecards, and I even see that the 11th round that I saw, that one of the scorecards even gave it to the other dude. I'm like, The hell is happening around here? But I'm gonna make my full assessment, so I can't make a video of it. Don't make a bonilla, but good looking out with the contributions, brother. I appreciate that. Profound Dreamer said, this just proves boxing makes the biggest stars. Ngannou couldn't draw flies in the MMA. Couldn't flies to shit in the MMA. Hey, but that's what boxing is. That's what boxing does. Boxing does that. I mean, look, when boxing is good, boxing is great. When boxing is good, boxing is great. And I think that Francis Ngannou was great for boxing. And he showed that he is great for boxing. He showed that he's a hot commodity. He showed, you know what I'm saying? He's good for boxing, man. Especially what boxing is right now. He's good for boxing. And I'm not afraid to say, as a hardcore boxing fan, he's needed. He's needed. He's needed. Yeah. I was watching something and watching the same thing. So I can't really it would be unfair to make a premature assessment of the fight that I didn't see the whole thing. And I want to score it as well, because I think the major thing about the Foster fight, I'm sure Oshaki Foster, was that the score. So I want to score it, but I just don't want to see it, but I want to score it as well. So I'm going to see it after the live. I'm going to see it and probably do a video about it. Give me 1 second. Let me see the poll. Where the poll at right now? 245 people voted. Who won, in your opinion? Francis Ngannou, 75%, 25%. That says it all right there, folks. That says it all right there, folks. You know what I'm saying? I know my assessment is more logical than what the people are saying, that Tyson Fury won. And every poll, look at the poll. I put a poll on Twitter, and I put a poll on Twitter. I wanted to do it in every platform to see, right? My poll on Twitter. Hold on. My poll on Twitter was 60-40. Who won, in your opinion? Fury. That was 22 hours ago. That was right after the fight, right? 40-60. They had Ngannou. Then I put in the community. 1.3K people voted. 1.3K people voted. 31%, 69 Ngannou. And now today on the live, so I've given even people a chance to rewatch it again, and people are still saying that Ngannou won. And for me, Ngannou did win. What it does for boxing, it does embarrass boxing. I think it's gonna be like this until we see something highly special. Now, Ino Uwe is going to be fighting December 31st, and I do believe he's gonna be a 2-division world champion again. Not a 2-division world champion. I'm sorry, a 2-division undisputed world champion. I think it's justifiable that he could regain his spot as the number 1 pound for pound of the world. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people right now got Bud Crawford. Right now I got Bud Crawford. But if Ino Uwe in a 12-month span, 12 months, become a 2-division undisputed world champion, and within 12 months, a 2-division world champion, it took Bud Crawford's almost whole career to become that. It took Bud Crawford almost his whole career to do what Naoya Inoue is going to do in 12 months. And he had to go through a Stephen Fulton too. Let's not forget that. He had to go through a Stephen Fulton. If Naoya Inoue becomes a 2-division undisputed world champion, 4-division world champion already at the age of 30 years old, Naoya Inoue will be my pound for pound number 1. Arguably, it could be debatable, but that's my initial feeling at the moment. Now, Naoya Inoue becomes an undisputed world champion once again within 12 months. 2-division undisputed world champion. Naoya Inoue is pound for pound number 1. It could be arguably, but he's gonna be my pound for pound number one again. Again, what can boxing do to overcome this? Now I'm gonna tell you like this: there's gonna be a few fights that's gonna captivate the imagination, the emotions of the boxing fans. Is gonna bring respect back to the sport of boxing. After this, a great fight, November 25th, between David Benavidez versus the Monster versus the Boogeyman, Demetrius Boo Boo Andre. If Demetrius Boo Boo Andre upsets David Benavidez, oh man, it's going to humble the boxing fans, because even the boxing world did not give the respect to Demetrius Andre, or give him the benefit of the doubt, or try to understand his situations throughout his career. If he upsets the Monster, it's going to create that type of buzz, and it's going, woo. But if David Benavidez wins, then we actually have the fight that, let's be honest, most people, I've been wanting to see Demetrius Andre and Canelo Alvarez, just like I want to see David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez, right? But most of the people been asking for that fight, David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. That's going to be a primary fight, but that's going to happen next year if David Benavidez wins or whatever, right? Tank versus Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is training right now. Gervonta Tank Davis is training. He's back in the gym right now. I said that Teofimo Lopez, if he don't fight in December, he's going to have a huge fight, massive fight on February. Tank is back in the gym. Teo back in the gym. Floyd Mayweather said that that's the fight that he wants Tank in. We understand that Golden Boy Promotions and Top Rank, Bob Arum is talking about a Ryan Garcia versus Teofimo Lopez. That's going to be a big fight, money fight for Teofimo Lopez. But for the sport of boxing, I would think that Teofimo Lopez versus Gervonta Tank Davis is bigger. And it actually do 100 million pay-per-view, because I believe the promotion will actually be epic as well. So these are the fights that I feel like is going to bring that type of respect back. Tank versus Teo. No catch weights. No stipulations. If Gervonta Tank Davis got the power of middleweights like they usually say he does, so it wouldn't be a problem. He already fought in 154. He beat Mario Barrios, in which that win aged very, very well for Gervonta Tank Davis. The winner of David Benavidez and Demetrius Andre versus Canelo Alvarez and Cinco de Mayo will be huge, because Demetrius Andre and Canelo Alvarez has the backstory. David Benavidez has seen is analyzed as the biggest threat to Canelo Alvarez in 168. A guy that, Canelo Alvarez is the undisputed, the 4-division world champion, super middleweight undisputed, aka King Nello, aka Cartelo, aka Cash Nello, aka Payday, aka get the fuck out of here, man. Right? Andre and Canelo Alvarez has the infamous Payday, get the fuck out of here, man. And they've been having, they've been linked to fight one another since 154, 9 years ago. They've been linked since 2014 to fight one another. We're going to 24. They've been linked to fight one another for 10 years. For 10 years, Andre and Canelo Alvarez been linked to fight one another, right? From 154, from 160, and now on 168. David Benavidez has been the biggest threat. He never lost his belt. He lost his belt on the scale. So, yes, Canelo Alvarez is undisputed, but a lot of people understand that Canelo Alvarez didn't go through the best 168-pounder around that time. So that's what makes that fight most needed in 168. So that would be the biggest fight. I think a Jaime Munguia versus Edgar Berlanga, or Jaime Munguia versus Jamal Charlo, or maybe Jamal Charlo versus Caleb Plant will be a big fight. Bud Crawford versus Jamel Charlo will be a big fight. Jamel Charlo versus Tim Zhu will be a big fight. Especially now, there's a lot of hype on Tim Zhu. To be honest, I'm not really in the hype train yet with Tim Zhu. I do see some flaws as well, but I do see that he's active and he's sharp. Giovanni has made a splash in the welterweight division. We're gonna see Keith Fontaine Thurman back in the ring versus Stanionis. I think that Stanionis, I like Boots Ennis more, but I think that Stanionis actually has proven himself just a little bit better than Boots. Looking at the resume, I think he's proven himself a little tiny better in my opinion. But I would love to see Boots Ennis with a Thurman, Boots Ennis with a Bud. Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney. These fights needs to take place. These fights need to take place 2024. 2023 has to have that same momentum. It got to be better. It got to be better. If you want other executives and other platforms and networks to invest in boxing, 2023 has to be epic, and every entity, every promoter has to work together to bring boxing to the forefront of sport entertainment 2024. So these fights need to happen. Remember, Munguia and Jamal Charlo didn't happen because of the networks. Both of these fighters signed up to it. You can't blame Jaime Munguia. You cannot blame Jamal Charlo. It was a Golden Boy and Steven Espinosa Showtime thing. Showtime is not here. So I think they should go back to the drawing board and Jaime Munguia versus Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo going to be facing Jose Benavidez Jr. Go back to the drawing board, and I think that you could have Jamal Charlo, Jaime Munguia on the zone. I think that's supposed to be that could be the next Janabek versus Chana. No, I don't want to see that. I think there's more. I think there's more fights that I think that's gonna ring bells. I think a Charlo, Jaime Munguia, Charlo, Kalen Plant because of the smack. He need to get his smack back. Jaime Munguia, Edgar Berlanga, Madison Square Garden. I think he'll do great numbers in my opinion. Mexican versus Puerto Rican. And I think they have like similar styles, right? Similar styles and similar questions about them. Like it doesn't look like Jaime Munguia is going to be no next Canelo Alvarez, right? Doesn't look like that. And Edgar Berlanga is not going to be no next Miguel Cotto, but I think that's a fight that I think both of these guys really needed. And I think it'll be good in 168. I think Chantel Cameron, Katie Taylor going to be the rematch. I would love to see that. Katie Taylor always daring to be great. Amanda Serrano getting that rematch with Katie Taylor probably next year, March. If she could win that fight, Katie Taylor, bring that fight in St. Patrick's weekend or St. Patrick's Day, New York City. You know how it is. It's epic. St. Patrick's, bring that type of feeling back. Shadasia Green versus Crew de Jour. That's going to be a good fight as well. So it's a lot of fights for boxing and the women and the men's side. I would like to see, Daniel. I would like to see Naoya Inoue versus Robisi Ramirez. I think Robisi, and it's asking for so much for Inoue move up again. But I do think Robisi Ramirez versus Naoya Inoue, I think that could be his biggest threat. His true biggest threat is Robisi Ramirez, Naoya Inoue. I think that would be a good fight, in my opinion. Plancholo should be mandated somehow because of the slap. Facts. He need to get that slap back. I know a lot of people. Jamel Charlo, I think Jamel Charlo got to, and Jamel Charlo need to come back, and he need to perform. Not only he need to perform good. I think he lost a lot of. Unfortunately, in the sport of boxing, he did lose a lot of. I think he lost the respect because the approach. It looked like, what I'm saying. Look, we all say that, fighters risk their lives, but it looked like when fans identify that you're trying to live to fight another day, even though that when fighters see that you live to fight another day, where other fighters out there, man, I'm willing to die in the ring, is different. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. I think he needs to find that killer instinct once again, Jamel Charlo. I think he need to prove it to himself. I think he need to go out there and prove that he's a lion. Because right now, even the lion moniker, let's be honest, you know what I'm saying? That approach ain't look like no lion. And I'm a Jamel Charlo fan as well, but I gotta call it how I see it. He gotta really bring that lion back. You know what I'm saying? He has too much skills to not take the type of risks with that Canelo fight. Because in his situation, there was no lose-lose situation. He could have gone all out. All the criticism was just going to go on to Canelo Alvarez because he's fighting the 154 pounder. So if you would have put up a fight, now look, did anybody shame Kell Brook when he got knocked out by Triple G? But we all know that Kell Brook went out there to fight Triple G. He got knocked out, orbital bone broken in the fifth. What was it, in the 5th or 6th rounds? But we as fans, we identify that Kell Brook still went out there and wasn't afraid and wasn't afraid of him, and he went all out. And the fans actually said that Kell Brook exposed Triple G. They even credit Kell Brook. Nobody dissed him. Two, con los 5 pesos, said, on behalf of all Cape Verdeans, we salute you for always keeping it real on Boo Boo and your support of him. Telling it like instead of the narratives. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate you, Tube. Yeah, man. I know a lot of people in this community, they'd be like, you know what I'm saying? This community, they like to keep that narrative. They like to shame on, they like to shame Boo Boo for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he don't have that massive fan base to debunk narratives and stuff like that. But I gotta keep it real, gotta keep it honest. That's why I break things down unbiasedly, logically, and objectively. You know what I'm saying? But thank you, my brother. I appreciate that, and I appreciate that you identify, you know, that this is an unbiased take. I take you know, I love boxing. I appreciate all these fighters. Even this live is hard for me to give in to the MMA, to give in to Francis Ngannou. Because if I was creating a narrative and I was a boxing guy, I don't watch UFC, I don't watch MMA like that. I'll be like, nah. This is the way that people score boxing, and you lost. You came into our world. You got to understand how the things are scored. But nah. Francis Ngannou exposed boxing. It is what it is. We take a loss. We got to take it to the chin. Good looking out, too. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, November 25th is going to be a hell of a fight. Demetrius Booba Andre, the boogeyman versus David Benavidez, the monster. It is going, stylistically, it is going, yo, I'm going to tell you like this. That first round, remember what I said, that first round is going to be something else. It's going to dictate the fight that you're going to be like, ooh-wee. Because y'all all know in that first round, how Demetrius come out. You appreciate Genovic Punt? Yeah, of course, Frank, I appreciate Genovic. What I don't appreciate, Frank, is people using Genovic that never cared about Genovic, never talked about Genovic, didn't ever think highly of Genovic, trying to shame him for Demetrius Andre when y'all don't give a damn about Genovic. People was just trying to play the shame game because y'all saw that Demetrius Andre wanted to go to the 168, petition 168 to fight Parker. Nobody give a fuck. Nobody give a damn about Parker. Demetrius Andre went to the 168 to petition to fight Parker, to put himself in position to fight Canelo Alvarez. The reason why people said that he was fighting, that he was ducking Genovic, but he was going out there looking for Canelo Alvarez. But people were shaming him. And then he didn't fight Parker, or he was ducking Parker. How he was ducking Parker if he petitioned to fight Parker? You know what I'm saying? And then when he found out that Canelo Alvarez wouldn't fight if he would have beat Parker, and Eddie Hearn said, you know what, you're not gonna get the fight with Canelo Alvarez, then why fight Parker? That was the only reason to fight Parker, is to get Canelo Alvarez next. When he found that he's not gonna get Canelo Alvarez next, and he only gonna get paid $183K and need to tax and need to pay everybody else, what he's fighting for. At this point of his career, he need to fight for a purpose. Oh, but he fought DeMar Nicholson. Yes, he fought DeMar Nicholson because he's now with Showtime. Well, Showtime got, oh, hey, yo, you want to work with us? All right, man, let's see how faithful you're going to be. Because remember, he just got good with the Showtime and Al Heyman. I fight DeMar Nicholson, get your feet wet in 168, and you get a big fight. They already promised him he's going to get a big fight. So the smart thing to do is, all right, man, yeah, I'm gonna get David Benavidez, Caleb Plant, or Jamar Charlo. I'm gonna get a big fight. I forget about Canelo Alvarez. That was his move. You know? But people here want to create narratives and stuff like that. Nobody give a damn about Zach Parker. Zach Parker fought the other day. Did anybody go watch the fight? Did anybody did it live? 75 people showed up to the Genovic. As a matter of fact, I did it live for the Genovic fight. There was 16 people looking on when I did it live. That means nobody is a fan of Genovic. My lowest numbers ever was Genovic. 16 people was looking on. Meaning the people that used Genovic as a narrative was the Canelo Alvarez fan base. And now you have to adopt Genovic. But Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know, man. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. Thank you for the people that smashed the like button today. How many like button? Let me see. We had 84 likes. Thank you for voting on the poll. Who the F is Jennebeck? Exactly. Tomorrow we back at it, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Your boy Moonshine, aka El Adobo de Sazón, El Borracho, Pastor de Boxeo. Y'all already know y'all already know the best investment y'all can make in your life is have God in your heart. We all brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So we all humans. What makes us we're all humans. What makes us beautiful is our different cultures. We are the buffet of heaven. Again, have a relationship with God to build that relationship. That's the best investment you can make in your life. God is good. God is great. God is awesome. Take care of your family. Take care of yourself. Your health is your wealth. Love you. God bless. And on to the next.